In 2009, we moved into a warehouse in Germantown, and it wasn't ready at all. The floors were nasty. The walls needed a ton of work, covered in mold, mildew. It was nasty. I remember our first gathering, people sat on rolls of insulation, and nobody complained. Not a single person, because we were just glad to be there. We were doing something that we believed in, and we were doing it together. Germantown as a community was different then. It was a neighborhood with furniture in the front yard, with people in the front yard, with real needs, real people. And we felt like we were supposed to be there. And for a long time, we were. But neighborhoods and cities changed, and Germantown changed. Slowly, the community we came to serve got pushed further out, and parking lots started disappearing. Garages, condos replaced what were wonderful people with front yard furniture. We started asking ourselves a question that was uncomfortable to sit with. Are we still where we're supposed to be? What's our mission? Why do we move here? We started praying. We started looking. Every option we found was very expensive and complicated, and none of them really felt right. It was too removed from the city. But then the Nashville Baptist Association contacted us. They told us about our congregation in Madison, and it's just a few minutes up the road. 88 years in the same neighborhood. A small group of people who had stayed faithful, and everything around them changed. People who were feeding their homeless neighbors every single week, 50,000 meals over the years with a fraction of the resources and twice the heart. And we met them, we went to go meet them, and I remember sitting in that room thinking, these people are us.
I have to confess there was a little bit of skepticism at the beginning because of prior partnerships. Coming into a place like Madison is really hard. This is really a hard community to reach for Christ. And while I understood that the Axis was in need of space, I was more concerned of, well, how will they engage this community with all the challenges that exist in the community of homelessness, a lot of low income, a lot of crime, and so forth. And what blew me out of the water was to learn that 17 years ago, when the Lord led Jeremy and his family to begin the Axis Church in Germantown, the reality is that Germantown 17 years ago was exactly just like Madison.
Yeah.
A really hard, dark, difficult place.
They might not be the same age, nor the same background. Some not even the same language, but the same stubbornness about showing up, the resiliency, the same refusal to give up on the people right outside the door. They voted 95% yes to join the Axis Church. On Sunday, April 19th, we gathered at 719 Gallatin Pike South in Madison, Tennessee for the first time, together. And I'll be honest with you, change is uncomfortable. Even good change is uncomfortable. Even change you pray for is uncomfortable. You walk into a room full of people that you don't all know yet, singing songs that maybe you haven't even heard before. And there's a moment where you feel the weight of what's actually happening. Two congregations becoming one is not a ceremony. It's not a moment. It's a process. And it starts with a Sunday morning where everything feels slightly new and different, kind of tender, right? Slightly electric all at the same time. That's what Sunday felt like. There was something in that room that I can only describe as the Spirit saying, yes, this right here. You're in the right place with the right people at the right time.
Yeah, we didn't have stories to tell, because we used to have so many radical stories, like radical stories, shootings, bodies pulled up and just laid at our front door, feces, needles, shell casings, all this stuff. It was normal.
Yeah.
But that's what drew us there. And so I was talking to our team, it's like we haven't really had those sorts of stories in several years. And so coming to Madison, it's like we get to pick up that storybook that used to be so commonly referenced in the Axis history. And now we're seeing already, week to week already, stories. We're adding these wonderful stories of humanity in its most broken form. And we're here for that reason. And so when those things happen, feces, needles, drug drops, or whatever, it's just like, that's why we're here. Like, that's the reminders that we belong, And so that's what so uniquely combined our mission with our neighborhood. And then it just, that, and of course, just the Lord's will bonding us together. It hasn't been easy. There's a lot of work in merging two churches, but it's never once been uneasy as far as like unsettling.
Yeah.
It's been beautiful camaraderie.
This is not a building story. It's not even really a church story. It's a story about what happens when you stay faithful long enough to see what God was actually doing and is still doing. And when you're willing to be uncomfortable enough to let him do something new. We exist to know, love, and obey Jesus more and help others do the same. That has not changed. It won't change. We just have more people to do it with now, and a neighborhood that's been waiting for us to show up. We're right in the middle of something, and we're just getting started. One Savior, one mission, one church, and the Lord is with us. Let's go.